Hey guys, what's going on? This is Wayne Howard with Smash Game Athletics. As a sports performance trainer and a lifestyle transformation specialist, I get tons of questions pertaining to health, fitness, lifestyle, and all the rest. And I'm here to answer a few of them for you guys today. I'm really excited to do so let's go ahead and get to it. The first question comes from Michelle from Florida. She asks, what is the best way to tackle where someone's metabolism is at when your focus is weight loss, specifically with foods you recommend for people? Michelle, that is a great question. Me personally, I like to err on the side of caution whenever I'm attacking metabolism, because you want to attack the metabolism with the proper things. Foods that are low in fat, low in sodium, low in sugar, high in protein, and moderate in carbs. And the reason I say that is because when you want to attack your metabolism and get it going, you want to get it going with foods that are going to get you the best results. And those four things that I mentioned in the beginning are not typically the best for tackling weight loss goals, but carbs and protein are, while keeping the fat low. That's a great question. Thank you for asking. Michelle from Massachusetts asks, quick tips on counting macros. I'm going to let you know something. I'm going to try to give you the quickest tip possible on this, because this is a very detailed answer, but I'm going to try to give you the most simple answer possible to a detailed question. Now, quickest tip is, me personally, whenever I recommend for someone to count their macros, I like to keep their fat low, their carbs moderate, and their proteins just as high as the carbs, but I also like to ask them what they anticipate weighing, and then I take that and I equal it with the protein, and then I take the carb number and I drop it like maybe 10 grams below or maybe 10 grams above, depending on how they perform in the gym. And I take their fat and I make it at least a quarter of their protein, because that's where a majority of weight loss takes place, is in the fat area of your macronutrients. People like to believe that carbs are the enemy. That is such an antiquated style of thinking. It's not the enemy. Fat's the enemy, to be quite honest with you. Mary from Pennsylvania asks, should I eat protein or carbs after my workout? Mary, eat both. They're both amazing for you, especially for muscle recovery, especially for fighting against muscle depletion, and especially for aiding in muscle building. Always. And these are always the best for the metabolism, to be honest with you. Kyle from Pennsylvania asks, what's your most favorite and least favorite muscles to train and why? Kyle, you have no idea how often I've been asked this question, and it really all depends on what season I'm in. If I'm in, bodybuilding season, my favorite muscles to train, back and shoulders, bar none. Legs come second to those, because you need those to have an aesthetic physique. Least favorite, and this is not going to be popular with a lot of people, least favorite is arms. Arms bug me to train when I'm on season, because they really don't have any bearing, or as much bearing as the other muscle groups, when you're doing a physique show, because I do compete in bodybuilding competitions where your back and your shoulders are always one of the first things that people notice. That's a great question. Least favorite, most favorite when I'm not on season is legs. I don't really have a least favorite. Chest. Ugh! I literally hate chest is the bane of existence. Like, it's one of the most overblown muscle groups ever. I wish dudes would stop placing so much emphasis on it. I'm being honest with you. Chest. I hate it both sides. For real. Jason from Michigan asks, what is a good amount of calories to burn during a workout, or how long should a person work out for? Jason, that's kind of a tough question. I'm going to answer it though based solely on the fact that calorie burn is only relative to what your goal is. If your goal is weight loss, you want to keep your calorie burn, in my opinion, and again, this is a very loose opinion only because there's so many other things that go into it. You want to maybe like 300, 400 between your cardio and your weightlifting, if you can reach that. Now, as far as the length of time you should work out, again, that's also dependent on your personal goals. I go in for an hour and a half, close to 2 hours, because I strength train, I train abs, and I do cardio, and that's literally 6 days a week. So again, it all depends on your goal, your personal regimen, but on average, I say 45 should take care of it. Some people, they like to be really holistic about it, and 30 minutes. I personally don't subscribe to that, but I'm gonna tell you, between 45 hour and a half to get everything in totality done if you're looking for that 300 to 400 calorie burn number that you asked me about. Next question, Rachel from the Bronx, New York. How do I get rid of this fat? Rachel, this is the real answer to that question. Slowly and systematically. And this is what I mean by that. You don't want to look at the forest before the trees, because if you do that, you'll get discouraged and it'll never happen. So what you want to do is you want to start out with a goal. First and foremost, your first goal should be to track your food. I know that doesn't sound like a goal, but think about this. When I ask people if they track their food, they always say no. That should be a goal. Track your food. See what's doing what to your body. See what you're taking in, see what you're not taking in, and then just start removing things. If you don't want fat to be on you, don't put it in you. That's the best advice I can give you about that. But slowly, systematically, patiently, your body is like a relationship. It's work, it takes patience, but at the end, if you love it, it'll love you back. That's my answer to that question. That's a great question, by the way. Thank you for your questions. If you have any further questions, please email me at teamsmashgame@gmail.com, smashgameathletics.com. Find me on social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Smash Game Athletics. Merch. You've seen it, because while I was answering these questions, I was moving my hand around, so you was looking at the logo. SmashGameApparel.com. Pick yourself something nice. Represent the brand that wants to represent you. This is W.S. Howard from Smash Game Athletics. Let's train for life.